Good evening and welcome back to Prime of Midlife. It is Thursday evening and this evening we are talking repurposing. And the reason we're talking repurposing is Patrick was through today. If you saw my earlier video about sorting out the kitchen and putting in more cupboards, you'll know we wanted to take out the storage heater. So that has been taken out today. And while he was here, he suggested that he get me a new laundry basket. And I was like, well, why do I need a new laundry basket? He's like, because it's a bin. I was like, yeah, it's a laundry bin. He's like, it's not a laundry bin, it's a rubbish bin, it is a flip-top bin. Yeah. It was never a mucky bin, it was just in Kat's room for when she was younger, so there was nothing, it's not like there was foodstuffs or that much in it. So it's a very good condition bin, so I use it for laundry. Patrick can't see that. He's like, can't, it's a bin. It's like, yeah, we'll be fine. Thank you. And it was just, and I said to him, I was like, do you know what tonight's video is going to be about? And he's like, what, a bin for laundry? I said, yeah. As to how many people, you get we're sold this for, oh, your kitchen should look like this, your bedroom should look like this, and you should have this for this and this for this. And there's so many things with such specific uses nowadays. And you're like, do you know something? 40, 50 years ago, they had like a big knife and a wee knife if they were lucky. That was it. There were no potato peelers. There was no egg slicers. Things like that. And so it got me to thinking, and I know back here I have canisters. This is what I have my sugar in. Now, as you can see, it's got a label saying natural caster sugar. That was my mum that did that. This container, it's probably, I would say, at least 10 years old. And it was used by my father. He was an off-road driving instructor. And one of the deals that they did was, you went away up the hills and you had shortbread. And that was the canisters the shortbread came in. So Dad was like, yep, if they didn't finish the shortbread, he brought the tin home and we used it. We reused it. Mum used it for sugar. I used it for sugar in tea bags. It's been used for a variety of things throughout its life, I have to say, but it still seals. It still keeps things good. So, yeah, we just reused that. The other thing I reused, just while I'm thinking, ages and ages ago, I said in one of my videos about popcorn. Sorry, this hand is really getting quite bad now, so I'm really struggling. This Big Night in popcorn. Now, when I bought this last year, yeah, best before 25/10/22, so obviously I bought it a few months before that. It was just over £2 for this tub. And what does this tub give you? A food grade bucket once you're done with the popcorn. And I don't really buy popcorn now because I make my own. But this food grade bucket, now I have got two over there. I've got one with sugar and one with rice. So this one can now be used for pasta or flour or anything like that. It's an airtight food grade bucket. So it will just get reused. Obviously, as you've seen, I reuse jars all the time. And it's just little things like that. I'm quite sure we do it, but there's a lot of stuff that, we've been conditioned to think, oh, we have to buy new. It's like your little seedling trees. Now, yes, I know they're great if you're doing a lot of planting. For me, I think it's a false economy because I've got little pots that I haven't used very much. So I will just be using them and the inside of toilet rolls. Fold in the bottom and start off your seedlings in them. Reuse. And yeah, I just, once you start thinking about it, you're like, oh my goodness, how much have we been conditioned to think that, if you move into a house, oh, do you have a tea, sugar and coffee jars? Now, yes, they're nice, but you don't actually need tea, sugar and coffee jars. You could have 3 jars that are anything. You could have mason jars. You could have old coffee jars. All those little things there, it's like freezer bags. I don't buy freezer bags very often. I did just recently because I wanted the ones that actual proper sealed. But for just normal freezer bags, I use old bread bags. I have a bag of them over in the corner there. I have I mean, even Kathleen was laughing when she looked in my freezer and she's like, that wholemeal loaf looks a whole lot like sliced carrots to me, Mum. Like, yeah, that's what it is. And that's what I use. So there you go. That was just my silly thought for today. And just how, you know, I never think about it. It's just what I do. Obviously, Patrick has lived on his own down in London for so many years, so he did things differently. And we're now sort of melding as we get used to each other's living all the time, because we're back and forward every week, whereas it used to be every few months. So it's quite interesting to look at what other people do. Do you know, somebody said to me, I got a whole load of shampoos and stuff at the end of the bath, and I'm like, why don't you have a basket to put them in so that they're all sitting nice and pretty? Okay, if you can find a basket in the house, then no problem. If you can't find a basket in the house, I'm not buying one. I am not buying anything else for this house. I have been in this house for 20 years. I am sure if I need something, there is a really, really good chance that I have something suitable, or in that case, I don't need it. So there you go. That is my thought for today. So I am going now to have a cup of tea and go and take some more painkillers for this hand, and I will catch you later.